Hello.
Very good evening, madam.
Very good evening, sir. Very good evening to one and all present for the program. I wholeheartedly welcome you all for the sixth and the last day of the one-week national level faculty development program on research methodology and statistical tools used in research, organized by PG Department of Commerce in association with IQAC and Research Cell of the St. Teresa's Degree College for Women. I, Navyashri, PG Coordinator of the college, deem it a great honor to host today's session. We are lucky enough to have Dr. D. Kumaresan sir as the resource person for today's session, and sir will be dealing with hands-on SPSS, which is one of the interesting topics under the research methodology. So without wasting much time, I'll hand over the session to sir. I once again welcome you, sir, for today's program, and I once again welcome all the participants. Kindly take over the session, sir.
Thank you so much, madam. Thank you so much for the wonderful opportunity given to me for the past 6 days. And today, as we discussed yesterday, today is the last day and maybe a climax of the wonderful one-week faculty development program. I'm lucky if the participants have got at least some knowledge about the research methodology and the statistical tools. I hope so. They might have learned at least something from the 6-day FDP. And today we have the hands-on session. I hope all of you do have downloaded or installed the SPSS in your system. Is it so? Have you all got it? Okay, no answer. I think they might have installed the SPSS in their system. Even if it is not, no need to worry. I'll explain how to work it out. Okay, thank you. So once again, I would like to welcome back every one of you. A very good evening. Today we are going to discuss about the practical aspects of the statistical tools, how to apply the statistical tools. Already in yesterday's session, we have discussed the where to apply each and every tool we have discussed yesterday. Today, I have given you some problems in Word document. Madam Navyashri, madam, have you shared the documents?
No, sir, I have not yet shared.
Oh, okay,
I'll be sharing it now, sir. Immediately, I'll share it in a WhatsApp.
Okay. Do they have any network, madam? If you share
Yes,
now, they can get it now.
Yes, sir. Immediately, they can get it now.
Okay, ma'am. So today, what tools we have discussed yesterday, that is the parametric tests and non-parametric tests. There are 5 parametric tests and 5 non-parametric tests we have discussed yesterday. So in total, 10 tests we are going to have a hands-on experience on these 10 tests. For each and every test, I have given you a sample problem, how a problem will be. And if the problem is like this, how to apply the tool, which tool is appropriate for each type of problem. That and all I have given you. So the madam will be sharing the documents now, that is materials now. I'll share the materials now. I'll present it. See this. This is the problem I have chosen. Before that, Can you tell me, do you know the basics of SPSS, how to operate, how to start with, how to enter the data and all? You can give it in the chat box. Dear participants, do you know how to start with the SPSS package? Or else do I need to start with that? Dear friends, so far no answer. What happened? You are busy with downloading the documents, I think.
Sir, please start from the beginning itself, sir. I hope participants will not
Okay,
be
ma'am.
upset.
Okay. Because
And I've
1
shared
hour,
the problems in the group, sir.
yes. This 1 hour will not be sufficient for completing all the 10 sums. Anyhow, I'll try to do justice. Huh? Okay. So this is the uh, first display of SPSS. See, there are two views at the bottom. You look at this, data view and variable view. So we have to start with the variable view. Okay. Just for example, I'm showing here because I have given you the sample problems in this document. Or otherwise, let me open a new document. Go to SPSS, File, New, then Data. Yes, this is the first view of SPSS. See here, as I told you, there are two views, data view and variable view. First, we have to start from the variable view. Here, we have to define the variables. See, there are several columns. First column name, second type, third width, fourth decimal, fifth label, sixth values, then missing, then columns, then align, then measure, then roll. See, first column is meant for the name of variable, then data type, then width and decimals, then label. Label and the name are one and same, but in some aspects they differ from each other. Let me explain where they distinct. Then value of labels. Missing, if something is missing, it will be shown here. So columns and the width will be one and same. Then align, right align, left align, or center align. Then measure, as we discussed yesterday, nominal data, ordinal data, and scale data. Roll is input, it is default. We need not alter anything. So here, in the first column, we have to enter the name of the variable. The difference between name and label. See here in the name column, there are certain syntax. So you have to follow. So for example, I am typing, just for example, gender of the respondents. Gender of the respondents. So while typing, we leave a space in between two words, gender space, of space, the space, then respondents. We are typing like that. But the syntax is, the SPSS does not accept space or special characteristics in this column. So I have typed, no issues, but when I enter, when I click, type the enter key, look at this, variable name contains an illegal character. So it is the information or message given to us. So here you cannot leave space in between two words, number one. And number two, see, I have typed gender only. So in default, all the columns are entered. Suppose again I'm typing enter, gender, it is also not accepted. Look at this. The variable name duplicates the existing variable name. So that is also not permitted. But whereas in the case of label, see, I can type gender of the respondents. It is accepted. See the difference between first column and the fifth column. So in the name column, you just give the name of the variable in simple terms. Better let it be in a single word, easy to identify. But in the label column, whatever name of the variable you want to display in the output, that can be entered here. So here there is no such syntax, no space or that duplication. See here, as I told you, when I type enter gender, it is not accepted. But here, when I type the same gender of the respondents, it is accepted. That is the difference between first column and the label column. That's all. Okay, right. Then now I have typed the gender. Next one, type of the data. We have several several types of data. If you click on this three dots, look at this. These are the various types of variables: numeric, comma, dot, scientific notation, date, dollar, custom currency, string, etc. So and so. But here, in default, it is given as numeric. So don't make any alteration, leave it as it is. Then similarly, in the case of width, in default, it is given as 8, don't change it. In the case of decimal, it is given in default as 2. Suppose if you are entering the whole numbers, so that you can reduce this to 0. See, there are two arrows, up arrow and down arrow. If you click on the down arrow, it reduces the number. If you click on the up arrow, it increases the number. So better you can click on the down arrow so that it is reduced to 0. Then label we have already decided. That is gender of the respondents. Then what about the values? The gender is divided into two groups, no? So what are the groups and what numbers? Because we are assigning numbers only. So value 1. Even though it is called as value, it has no numeric value in our terms. So 1 male, add, then 2 female. Okay, like that we have to type the values. Then here, suppose you have completed this, but you want to change this. If suppose you want to change, you say that, sir, 1 should be female and 2 should be male, sir. Okay, no issues. Then if you want to remove, you can use this button. You select and remove. Now you type 1 female, 2 male. So like that you can change it. You can remove and change it. Suppose if we want to add one more thing, 3 as transgender, we can add. In your questionnaire, you have given 3 options. So you have entered 1 female, 2 male, 3 transgender. But after collecting the data, you find that there is no transgender brothers or sisters. So you want to remove. So you can select this and remove. Again, no, I have codified 1 as male and 2 as female, but here I have entered wrongly. So you can remove anyone first. Removed. Okay. Now female is to be changed as 2. So instead of removing, we have changed it as 2. So change. That's all. Enough. Then 1 male. That's all. Then add. Here we have to add. So added. That's all. Then in default, don't change it. Columns, 8 columns in default, don't change it. Alignment, right alignment, don't change it. Then come to measure. Measure only we have to change. So gender is a variable. It is divided into two groups, male and female. Male and female has these groups have no numerical value. So we call it as nominal. We call it as nominal. So role is input. We need not do anything. Then age. Age again 0. Age. Either age of the respondents or age simply. Then age is now divided into 1 below 20 years. Or suppose if you are collecting the actual age, not age group, then here there is no label. Understand? If you are given age group, then only you have to type the values as 1 below 20 years, 2 20 to 40 years, 3 40 to 60 years, 4 above 60 years. If you have given the age question as like this age group, then only you have to type like this. Here it is ordinal because see here the groups are given in order, below 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 60 and above 60. So it is in ascending order. So it is called as ordinal. Suppose if you have not given like this, suppose 1 young or children, child, 2 adolescent, 3 adult or youth. You want to have the 3 as youth. 4 adult. Suppose if you want to enter like this, here also, sorry, what about 3? 3 youth. Here, you cannot measure the difference between child and adolescent. Adolescent and youth, youth and adult. So it is also nominal. It is also nominal. Suppose if, as I told you, you have not given any categorization. Then it should be scale. It should be scale. No 1, 2, 3. That's all. So here it should be none. Here it is scale. Then education. Suppose here, number 1, up to school level. Number 2, UG. Number 3, PG. That's all. Here also, it is nominal. But at the same time, here it is in an order. School, after the school, UG, after the UG, PG. So it's in an order. In that case, we can give it as ordinal, but you cannot measure the difference. So we keep it as ordinal only. I mean nominal only. Suppose income. Income. See here. Here also we can have it as ordinal or scale. Less than rupees 10,000. Then second 10,000 to 20,000. 3 20,000 to 30,000. 4 above 30,000. In that case, the measurement is ordinal. Measurement is ordinal. Suppose next one, experience. You are asking experience, that's all. It's an open-ended question, and they are telling 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, like that. In that case, you have not divided the experience into groups like up to 3 years, 3 to 6 years, or 6 to 9 years. Not like that you have given. So it is also scale data. That's so likewise you have to enter. Now you come to the data view. Look at this. All the variables you have entered in the variable view are now in the column heading. So here you have to enter. So first respondent, maybe 1 or 2, whatever it is, you can enter like this. Okay. And age 42, 23, 36, 18, 41, 58, 63. Okay. Then 24, then 42, like that you are entering. Then 29, 34, 52, 61, 62, 42, 41, then 35, 29, like that you are entering anything. 24, 28. Okay, now we have entered the age. Then here there are 3 items. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 3. Intentionally I have typed 4. Let me show what will happen. Okay. Then income. Income, we have given 4 scales, no? Income, yes, there are 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Then experience. Experience also we have given as scale. Okay. So 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years, 4 years, or 5 years, anything they can try. Even 8 years, 9 years, 10 years, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, anything. Okay. That's all. So likewise, we have to enter. We have 80. So let us do type 2 more. The first result we want to get is frequency, number of items in each category. See, for age and experience, it is a scale data. So we can get discrete series, okay, because it is a scale data, so we can get discrete. See here, as I told you, I have typed intentionally 4 here. We have 3 options only. I have intentionally typed 4 just to show what happens. Okay. Now go to analyze. Go to analyze. Then go to descriptives. Then go to frequencies. Descriptives, go to frequencies. Okay. Now you can select you can either select all the variables together and bring it to the variable box, either by clicking this right arrow, or you can select and you can drag it. That's all. Or otherwise, you can bring it one by one. It's a time-consuming process. So I selected all the items. Then go to statistics. See here, we need not have any statistics. The age and the experience, we need statistics means because it is a scale data. So age and statistics may be brought to this side, right? Now there is no statistics, then click OK. Look at this. There are 12 male members and 18 female members. Up to school level, 8 respondents have completed their education. UG 7, PG 4. Look at this. I wrongly typed intentionally 4. No, it is shown as 4 only. So it implies that we have made certain mistakes. So let me go to the data and correct it. So here it is 4 education. Here it is 4. Let me change it as 2. Okay. Now I'll show that column only. Education only I have selected. Now look at the answer. Up to school 8, UG 8, PG 4. Earlier 8, 7, 4 and 1 extra item was there. It has no label. It has no label. Okay. So in this way, if there is any mistake, you can rectify this later. Suppose, sir, how to identify this, sir? Don't worry. Suppose it is 4. The result shows that there is an error. See, in this way also you can find out the frequency. Yeah, this is here. Frequency, percentage, valid percentage, and cumulative percentage are here. Okay. Now you have seen that 4 is typed wrongly, but how to find the 4? Don't worry, you need not bother about it. You select this column and you use Control H. If you use Control H and in the place of find you type 4 and what is to be replaced. So if it is 2, then you can type 2. That's all. Okay. Then you click on replace. Look at this 5th item. It will be replaced automatically by clicking this. You just look at here in the 5th row of education column. It is wrongly typed as 4. So we have used this find and replace option. The option is Control H. Control H. In this find, in the place of find, what you have wrongly typed is to be entered, and what is to be correctly entered is to be entered, typed in this replace with box. So if you click on this replace all, so it is changed. Look at this. There is only one replacement. It is made. So close it. So without any difficulty, you can change it. Again, now let me show you. Look at this. Okay. So 884. Okay. In case I have not typed, I have missed it. I have missed it. While entering data, I have missed it. Now let me show how it is displayed. Look at this. Missing one item. Now look at the percentage, valid percentage, and cumulative percentage. See, if there is anything missing, it will be displayed like this. So total valid cases 19. Total valid cases 19, and one case is one item is missing. So total 20. Total 20. Out of this, 19 items are, 19 cases are entered correctly, and one case is missing. Okay. So it is looking like this. Now look at the percentage. This percentage is calculated based on 20. Based on 20. Because missing item also has a percentage. Look at this. So 40, 35, 20, 95, and I mean 95 means for this total. Then 1, 5, total 100. But look at the valid percentage. It is computed for 19 only, not for 20. So for 19 only it is calculated. So 42.1%, 36.8%, 21.1%, and 100%. For 19 it is shown as 100. Here for 20 only it is shown as 100. So this is cumulative. Cumulative percentage is always calculated on the valid percentage. That's all. So here we can understand if something is missing, then also you can go to find and replace option. So Control H. Here in this case, you don't select everything. You select the items entered only. Then go to go to replace option. Now in the find box, you leave empty. And you enter 2 here. Here it is blank. It's blank. Replace. It is not entered here. So if you find the dot, you can enter. You can change. There is a dot appearing in that box. So we have changed it automatically. So this is how we can calculate. Then come to the experience. Income also already we have computed. See here. Then come to experience. For experience, we have to calculate the, suppose for age and experience. For age and experience, analyze, descriptive, then frequencies means it will be displayed as the discrete series. Okay, look at this. See, 18.1, 23.1, 24.2, 28.1, 29.2, like that it is displayed. Then in the experience also, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 3, 5, 3, like that it is displayed. But one additional calculation we can make from this is these two are scale data, so we can calculate the mean. So that you go to statistics. Mean. Suppose if you need a standard deviation and minimum maximum, you can find it out. Look at here. See here, mean age is 39.05. Mean experience is, average experience is 4.75 years. The standard deviation. Then minimum age of the respondents 18. So the youngest respondent 18. The eldest respondent 63. Similarly, experience 1 and 10. The same can be understood from this also. Look at this, minimum age 18, maximum age 63. 18, 63. Experience 110. See here also 110. That is easily calculated from this. But for mean and standard deviation, we have to go to this option only. Then another thing, suppose you want to see how many, look at the variables once again. Look at here. Gender, age, education, income, experience. You want to know the average age of male and average age of female. Average age of male and average age of female. In that case, go to analyze, then compare means. Go to compare means, then select means. Select means. Here, dependent age, independent gender. Now you go to the options. Mean, number of cases, standard deviation. you can drag the number of cases to the top. Okay. Number of cases means standard deviation. Here also, suppose if you want to have the percentage, you can bring it here. So number of cases, then percentage to total n. Mean standard deviation. Here also, if you want to have minimum and the maximum, you can select this. Okay. Now continue. Then okay. Now look at this. Male. There are 12 male members. Total 60%. The mean age of male is 43.33 years. Earlier, what is the minimum age? 39.05. Whole. For all the 20 members, the minimum, the average age is 39.05. Here, for male, it is 43.33 years. For female, it is 32.33 years. Similarly, minimum 18, maximum 63. But here, minimum 23, maximum 52. In the same way, you can calculate the experience, mean experience. Yes, look at this. Male, 4.67 years. Female, 4.88 years. Okay. So average experience of the whole 4.75 years. That's what we have already got. 4.75 years. Likewise, you can calculate it for the experience. Instead of gender, we can have it for age also. So for age, we can calculate like this. Similarly, age is also a scale data. So instead of age, we can get it for education. See here. For education, what is the experience? Similarly, for the next one, see here, based on income. Based on income, what is the experience? See here. Likewise, we can calculate. Okay, so these are the fundamentals. So analyze descriptive statistics, frequencies. Then analyze, compare means. Okay. Suppose if you want to know how many male are having this much of education, education category, we have given 3 categories. No, up to school level, up to UG level, PG level, like that. So in each category, how many male members are there, how many female members are there? For that, you can go to analyze, then descriptive statistics, then go to cross tabs. Go to cross tabs. Here, gender row, then education column. Education is to be taken as column. Suppose if you just want to have the numbers, then click OK. You got it. So out of 12 male members, 5 have completed education up to school level, another 5 UG level, 2 PG level. Among the 8 female members, 3 have completed up to school level, another 3 UG level, 2 PG level. Like that, we can compute the frequency. Suppose if you want to know the percentage, see, the percentage can be calculated in 3 ways. Number 1, row-wise percentage. Out of this 12, what is the percentage of 5? What is the percentage of this 5? And what is the percentage of this 2? Similarly, out of 8, what is the percentage of 3? What is the percentage of 3? What is the percentage of 2? It is called as row-wise percentage. Suppose if you want to have column-wise percentage, out of 8, how much is 5? Out of 8, how much is 3? Similarly here. Another method of calculating the percentage is out of 20. Out of 20, how to calculate? So go to analyze, go to cross tabs. In the cells column, in the cells button, see here 3 types of percentages are given. Suppose if you click row percentage, look at this, row wise percentage. Each row total is taken as 100%. So out of this one is 47%, 41.7%, 41.7%, and 16.7%. Here out of 8, 37.5%, 37.5%, and 25%. Like this. Suppose if you want to have column wise percentage, then go to cells button. Now let me uncheck this and select column wise percentage. Now you get this. See here, in the previous one, row totals have been taken as 100%. Here, column totals are taken as 100%. So out of this 8, this is 62.5% and this is 37.5%. Like this, everything is calculated. The another method I told you, again go to cross tabs, then go to sales button. Instead of this column, you can take a total. Continue. Now see the difference. So out of this 20, what is the percentage of this? So 25%, 25%, 10%, 15%, 15%, 10%, 40%, like this. So here 100% is only for the grand total. Only for the grand total. That's all. Okay. So that's all about the fundamentals. So frequencies, percentage, valid percentage. Okay. How to enter the, how to define the variable, how to enter the data, how to find out the missing, how to replace it, how to change it, everything we can see. Very simple. Now let us go to the problem, I think. First problem is, see, look at this. There are 25 employees in a department. See, there are several departments. During the lockdown period, the company has asked the staff members to wash hands at least once an hour. Once an hour, they have to wash the hands. So there are 150 working hours in a month. Now the company has announced an award. That is, those who have washed their hands properly will be given an award. Right? So this department, that is a software developer department, wants to claim the award, wants to nominate themselves for the award. See, there are 25 staff members in this department and number of times they have washed their hands are given. See here, all the 25 employees are taken as a single sample. Right? I told you, there are no grouping, male or female, experienced, less experienced, age-wise, no categorization. All the 25 members are taken together. That's all. And here, there is an instruction, at least once in an hour, they have to wash the hands. So what is the number of hours per month? 150. So at least once means 150 is the average of the population. Average of the population. So population mean is 150. Population mean is 150. Now we have to check whether they are eligible or whether the claim is acceptable. That's all. So for the sake of time saving, I have given you the data. Right? Now you go to analyze. Go to analyze. Then go to compare means. See, there are 4 tests. Already means we have seen. Apart from that, there are 4 tests. One sample t-test, independent sample t-test, paired samples test, t-test, and one Way Anova. For all these 4 tests, the procedure is one and same. Go to analyze, select compare means, then go to the side window, select which one test you want. Now which one is required or which one is appropriate? One sample t-test, because the entire sample is taken as a single sample No categorization, no male, female, no education wise, no age wise, no income wise, nothing doing. All are software developers, that's all. Okay. What is the testing variable here? Number of times the hands have been washed. So that is the first variable we have selected. One thing you should be very cautious. The test value is the population mean. What is the population mean? I told you, 150 times they have to wash the hands because there are 150 hours per month. At least once in an hour they have to wash the hands. So that is the average population average. That's all. Now you click OK. Now you get the result. Look at here. This is the output. This is the output. Then you look at the second table. T value, degrees of freedom, then P value. Significant value is the P value. What is the P value? 0.019. Please note down, if the P value is less than 0.05, if the P value is less than 0.05, there is a significant difference. There is a significant difference. So before that, we have to write the hypothesis. Look at this. Null hypothesis. There is no significant difference between the average number of, see, I have shared one more PPT to you. You look at the PPT, you can see that what comparison is made. The comparison is made between population mean and sample mean. So here we have to write like this. There is no difference between, significant difference between population mean and sample mean. Population mean and sample mean. That is the null hypothesis. Now the output says, the output is here displayed here also. Look at this, 0.019. Since it is less than 0.05, I have given you the interpretation also. Since it is less than 0.05, the null hypothesis is rejected and it is concluded that there is a significant difference. Okay. We have understood there is a significant difference. But the claim is, if they have performed better or washed hands more than the number of specified times, then they will be eligible. So how to check this? For that, you have to go to the first table. See, in this first table, you can look at the mean. What was the test value? 150. That is the population mean. But what is the sample mean? 166. So they have done better. They have done better. So they are eligible to claim the award. That's all. This is one sample t-test. Then come to independent sample t-test. See, here the data is given. See, categorization. So gender, male and female. Number of webinars attended. In a college, there are certain staff members, that is 30 staff members are there. They are divided into two groups, male and female. During the lockdown period, how many webinars they have attended? And here the question is, can you conclude that more male members attended more webinars than the female members? So what is the comparison here between male and female? How many groups are there? Two groups. What is the independent variable? Gender. What is the dependent variable? Webinars, number of webinars attended. How many groups are there in the independent variable? Two groups. So better we have to go to independent samples t-test. Independent samples t-test. Okay. For that, from here output file also you can go to the analysis. So analyze, again, compare means go to independent samples t-test. The window will be appearing like this. Here, number of attended is the test variable. What is the grouping variable? Gender. Here you have to define the group. How many groups are there? There are two groups. So define groups. Group 1, what number we have assigned? 1. For group 2, we have assigned number 2. So continue. Then click OK. This is the result. What is the hypothesis? There is no significant difference between number of webinars attended by male and female. So comparison between sample 1 mean and sample 2 mean. See, this is the output. See, here you have the lot of results. This one is Levin test of equality of variances. We are comparing means only. So you leave these two columns. Take this second part of the answer only. Then here also we have given answers in two rows. Number one, equal variances are assumed, equal variances are not assumed. Normally we take this one. So you come to the second part, second row, t-value, degrees of freedom, and p-value. What is the p-value here? 0.000. Again, since the p-value is less than 0.01, there is a significant difference between male and female members. Okay. Who have attended more? Look at this. Male. Mean 250. Female mean 174. So obviously, male members have attended more webinars. That's all. It is concluded that male members have attended more webinars than the female members during the COVID-19 pandemic period. That's all. Okay. Then you go to the third type of problem, paired sample street test. Here also lockdown, the same lockdown problem. 25 self-employed persons are there. Now the question is, their average weekly income before lockdown and after lockdown are given. Before lockdown and after lockdown are there. Now the question is, examine whether their average income has been affected due to lockdown. See, look at this same sample. There is no grouping. Same sample, same 25 members. There is no grouping. Here, there is grouping, not same members. Male, one group, female, another group. Male, one group, female, another group. So two independent samples. Here, all the 25 members are same. But the data are pertaining to two different periods. Period 1, period 2. Before, after. If it is so, I told you no. This is called pair. This is called pair. So we have to go for paired sample street test. So again, null hypothesis, alternate hypothesis. Now you go to analyze. Analyze. Again, compare means select paired sample street test. See here, average income before lockdown, average income after lockdown. Automatically it is paired. Automatically it is paired. Now click OK. So this is the result. Look at this. Here we have to check this. Paired samples, a correlation is there. Paired samples, t-test is there. Look at the p-value. Then look at the difference degrees of freedom. Look at the p-value. P-value is 0.796. It is greater than 0.05. It is greater than 0.05. So null hypothesis is accepted. There is no significant difference. If there is no significant difference, you need not compare the means. See, look at this 1617 and 1632. You need not compare the means. What is the result? What was the question? Can you, examine whether the average income has been affected? Here, what is the result? There is no significant difference. That means their income is not affected by the lockdown. Their income is not affected by the lockdown. This is the third problem. Then we go to the fourth problem. Again, during the lockdown, we have got food delivery services. So there are three types of providers. And overall satisfaction score is computed. Some items are given and the total score only is given for us. Maybe it is given like highly satisfied, satisfied, neutral, dissatisfied, highly dissatisfied. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have given scores. But how many items are there? Suppose 20 items are there. So 20 items, what is the total? You have to sum up the total and got the total score only. We are not given any individual item. So total score itself is given for the 30 customers. They belong to 3 different service providers. So What is the independent variable? A service provider. What is the dependent variable? Overall score. What is the scale? What is the type of data? Scale data. How many groups are there? 3 groups. Swiggy, Uber Foods, and Zomato. So there are 3 groups. If there are 2 groups only, we would have applied independent sample t-test. Since there are more than 2 groups and there is only one independent variable, so we have to go for one-way ANOVA. Again, see the hypothesis. There is no significant variation in the overall satisfaction of customers of food delivery service providers. So 3 types of, 3 providers are there. If there are 2 providers, independent sample t-test. Since there are 3 providers, we go for one-way ANOVA. Again, the same gateway. Analyze, compare means, then one-way ANOVA. So window is appearing like this. To select the overall satisfaction score as the dependent. Then what is the factor? The type of food service provider. Okay, that's. Then click OK. See, this is the result. Again, check the p-value. P-value is 0.093. It is greater than 0.05. So there is no significant difference. There is no significant variation in the overall satisfaction. So customers of all the 3 types of service providers did not vary. The satisfaction of customers did not vary significantly. There may be some differences, but it is not significant. That's all. Okay. Then come to the 5th type of problem. So here annual turnover is given. Retailers, there are 2 independent variables. One is type of retailer and another is zone. Type of retailer is divided into 2 groups only, dealer and distributor. Whereas zone is divided into 4. East zone, west zone, north zone, and south zone. So annual turnover is the dependent variable. It is a scale data. These 2 are nominal data. These 2 are nominal. Dealer, distributor, 1 and 2. That's all. Zone, east, west, north, and south. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, you are required to examine whether there is any significant variation in the annual turnover. So obviously, annual turnover is the dependent variable. It is a scale data. Then, according to retailer and zone, if there is only one independent variable, then one-way ANOVA. Now there are 2 independent variables, so we have to go for 2-way ANOVA. Now the null hypothesis, we have to formulate 3 null hypotheses. Earlier, there was only 1 null hypothesis and 1 alternative hypothesis. But here, there are 3 null hypotheses. That is, no significant variation based on the retailer. Based on the retailer. Then based on the zone. Then based on retailer and zone. Based on retailer and zone. Both. Right? Like that, we have to go for. Right. Now we will go to the analysis. Analyze. Compare means over. All the 5 we have done. Mean means one sample t-test, independent sample t-test, paired sample t-test, and one-way ANOVA. So go to general linear model. Next one. Go to general linear model. Then sub window appears like this. You have to select univariate. Univariate means there is only one dependent variable. There is only one dependent. Wherever you talk about univariate, it means only one dependent variable. So what is the dependent variable? Annual turnover is the dependent variable. Okay. So what are the independent variables? Type of retailer and zone. They are to be taken as factors, fixed factors. Fixed factors. Then click OK. So this is the result. This is the result. Look at this here. We have to take this. You leave character model, intercept, retailer, zone, and both. Retailer, zone, and both. Look at the p-value. For retailer, it is 0.569. It is greater than 0.05, so it is not significant. For zone, it is 0.000. So there is a significant difference in the turnover of different zones. Then both retailer and zones, if they are taken together, then p-value is greater than 0.05. So this is also not significant. Now, the annual turnover differs according to the zones. According to the zones, that's all. Now, you want to understand which zone has done better. Which zone has done better? Which zone has done poor? So we have to check the performance. For this, again, go to analyze, go to compare means, then means. As we have done earlier, no. So what is the annual turnover? That is the dependent variable. Then zone wise only we have the difference. So go to the, select the zone and put it in the independent list. Here, 3 options already there. Mean, number of cases, standard deviation, that is enough. Now we check this. Look at the mean. East zone 61.13 lakhs. West zone 28 lakhs. North zone 40.63 lakhs. South zone 80 lakhs, suppose. So which is the best performing zone? South zone is the best performing zone. Which is the poorest performing zone? West zone. West zone has done the poorest performance. That's all. So based on that, we have to conclude. So this is what about the parametric test. So one sample t-test, independent sample t-test, paired sample t-test, one-way ANOVA and two-way ANOVA. Now let us go to the non-parametric test. First one, Mann-Whitney U-test. I told you, no, it is similar to independent sample t-test. See here, 2 variables are given. This one is dependent because what is the question? Check whether there is any significant difference in the performance. So performance is dependent. So what is independent variable? Nature of job. Nature of job is here is the independent variable and it is a categorical variable. Whereas in the case of performance level, it is an ordinal data. See, excellent, very good, good, fair, and poor. Earlier, the dependent variable was given as scale data. So we applied independent sample t-test. Here it is given as ordinal data. If it is given as ordinal data, we have to go to Mann-Whitney U-test. Again, the same hypothesis we have to write. Okay, there is no significant difference in the performance level of managerial and technical employees. So there are 2 groups only, managerial and technical. If there are 2 groups only, we have to go to Mann-Whitney. If there are more than 2 groups, we have to go for the next test, that is Kruskal-Wallis test. Let us see later. Before that, how to apply this. Go to analyze, then go to non-parametric test, then go to legacy dialects. I told you, no, this is a case of 2 independent samples. Okay. What is the test variable? Performance level is the test variable. What is the grouping variable? The nature of job. Okay. How many groups are there? Different groups, 1 and 2. Group 1, group 2. Continue. See, Mann-Whitney U-test. It is selected in default. Okay. Now this is what the result. So several results are there. You need not bother about it. Straight away you check this. 0.0. This is asymptotic significant value. That is the p-value. That is 0.019. Now look at this. 0.019 is the p-value. It is less than 0.05. So there is a significant difference. There is a significant difference between the performance of managerial employees and technical employees. Okay, there is a significant difference. Okay, so that is what our question. Whether there is any significant difference? Yes, there is a significant difference. In case, if you are required to state which employees have done better, in that case, we have to check the mean rank. Understand? It is mean rank, not mean. It is mean rank. Mean rank means the lowest will be the better. Lowest will be the better one. So which is the lowest one? 12.71. It is not mean score, it is mean rank. So 12.71 is the better one. So technical employees have done better than the managerial employees. That is what the conclusion you can do. You can write. Then next problem. See the same problem. Instead of nature of job, there are two groups. Now we are given type of employee. There are three groups: skilled, semi-skilled, and unskilled. If there are more than two groups, again you have to go for Kruskal-Wallis test. The remaining things are same. Null hypothesis, then alternate hypothesis. Then we'll go to the analytical part, analyze the same gateway, non-parametric dialect, non-parametric test, legacy dialects. Now k-related samples, because more than two. So we have to select k independent samples. Sorry, k independent samples. Now, what is the testing variable? Performance level. What is the grouping variable? Type of employee. Now come see earlier define groups. Now define range. So how many groups are there? 3 groups. So define range means what is minimum, what is maximum. What is minimum? 1. How many groups are there? 3. So maximum 3. Continue. See here, Kruskal-Wallis test is selected in default. Click OK. Now again, look at this. What is the p-value? 0.911. It is greater than 0.05. So we will accept the null hypothesis. There is no significant difference. There is no significant difference. If there is no significant difference, we need not compare the 3 groups. That's all. So it is concluded that the performance level of different types of employees is not significantly different. That's all. So 8th problem, Wilcoxon test. Okay, see here. Again, before, after. See, FASTag is being now implemented. So satisfaction of drivers or owners before FASTag and after FASTag. Earlier, before lockdown, after lockdown, values were given, scale data. Now it is ordinal data. In both the periods, it is measured in ordinal data. So levels only here, not scores. Satisfaction scores are not there. Satisfaction levels are there. Okay. So we have to go for Wilcoxon test. We have to go for Wilcoxon test. So again, the null hypothesis, alternate hypothesis and all. Now go to analyze, non-parametric test, legacy dialects, 2 related samples. There are only 2 groups. I mean, two related samples, before and after. So you have to select. So before and after. Level of satisfaction before FASTag, level of satisfaction after FASTag. Look at this, Wilcoxon is selected in default. Click OK. We have got the results. Look at this. P-value is 0.000. So it is less than 0.01. So there is a significant difference. But here it is not the mean rank. It is not the mean rank. We are given negative ranks and positive ranks. Negative ranks and positive ranks. What do you mean by negative ranks and positive ranks? See earlier, see, look at this. It is neutral. It is satisfied. Neutral means we have assigned 3. For this, we are assigning 4. So if you subtract the score after, I mean the score before from the score after. So for this, suppose I'm just for your understanding, I'm typing it is 3, it is 4. Highly satisfied means it is 1. Am I right? Yeah, look at this. It is 4. It is 5. Highly satisfied means 5. Then neutral is 3. So you are subtracting. 4 minus 3, 1. It is positive. 5 minus 4, 1. It is also positive. Then 3 minus 1, 2. It is also positive. But look at here. It is dissatisfied. that is also 4, 2 and 1. Neutral, dissatisfied. Here. Satisfied 4. Highly satisfied 5. So 4 minus 5 minus 1. It is called negative. Similarly, here look at this. This is a negative and this is positive. You look at the frequency. That itself, we can from that itself we can understand. So positive ranks are more, negative ranks are less. So obviously, after fast track implementation, the owners are satisfied. This is about the Wilcoxon test. Then come to the ninth one, Friedman test. So here, 10 types of digital payments are there. The employees are, the customers are there. There are 30 customers. They are required to rank this. So related. Only a single group, they are related. They have to rank. Earlier, in this, there are only two related samples. Now, there are more than 2. So, we have to go for K related. Now, is there any significant difference in the ranking? That is what asked. So, you go to the null hypothesis as usual. Then we go to analyze. Again, non-parametric test, legacy dialects, then K related samples. Instead of 2 related samples, now we have selected K related samples. Now, you go to banking cards and all the 10 variables you have to select. Here. Friedman test is selected in default. Click OK. Now this is the result. Look at here. The same thing I have entered here. Look at the p-value. It is 0.0. So it is less than 0.01. There is a significant difference. Again, which one is better? You check at the mean rank. Which has the lowest mean rank? 4.20. So mobile wallets. So the customers preferred mobile wallets than any other. So mobile wallets are preferred more. Since it is mean rank, we have to select the lowest one. That is what I have given here. Okay. Then finally, chi-square test. Here also 2 variables, productivity and training program. Whether, see, there is a training program conducted by the company in order to increase the productivity. Always a training program is conducted to increase the performance. Now, both are given in ordinal data. Here, this is independent variable. Training program is independent variable and productivity is dependent variable. It is given as ordinal data. So low, high, low, medium, high. Here attended, not attended. So here you are required to examine whether training program was successful in increasing the productivity. Null hypothesis as usual. Then we go to the analyze, but don't go to this option. Don't go to this option. If you have better option here, go to cross tabs. Go to cross tabs. See here, training program attended or not attended. Then productivity, low, medium, high. It is column. Then go to statistics. You click chi-square here. Chi-square. Then continue. Then OK. That's all. That's enough. Now look at this. This is the output. What is the p-value? 0.013. Since it is less than 0.05, the difference is significant. The difference is significant. Now look at this. Those who have attended, low level of performance 2, medium level of performance 7, high level of performance 10. Whereas in the case of employees who have not attended the training, low level of productivity 6, medium level 4, high level there is only 1. See the difference. Attended, high productivity is greater. Not attended, low productivity is greater. It means the training program was successful in increasing the level of productivity of employees. That's all. That's all about the chi-square. So there are 10 problems given. I have shown how to apply the 10 problem, tools, what are the, parametric tests, what are the non-parametric tests, how to apply and all. I think I have explained you. I think you might have understood at least something you might have learned. Okay. So with this, I would like to conclude with a great sense of gratitude to the St. Teresa's Degree College for Women, particularly for Naveshwari Madam, for having given me wonderful opportunity. My sincere thanks are due to all the participants for having patiently listened to my address for the past 6 days. Thank you very much, one and all. If you have any queries, now you can ask the queries or you can put it in the chat box. Thank you very much. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you so much, sir. We must be thankful for you, sir. So before going to the end of the session, I would like to ask the participants, if you have any queries, please put it in a chat box. So we can see the messages in the chat box that the participants are really sharing a positive feedback towards the session. And we are really overwhelmed with their responses. It's all because of you, sir. Thank you so much. And I particularly don't see any question here.
Okay.
One of the participant is asking about live-in test.
The Evans test is used for comparing the variances. That's why we have left it. Now we are comparing the means only. If we are comparing the variance, we have to apply that. We have to check the results of Levens test. Levens test can be compared when we are comparing the variances. Otherwise, in that case, we have to see show that result. Are you able to see this?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yes. Look at here. See, Levens test is for equality of variances. Here we are comparing the means only. That's why we have taken this. Here, Levens test for equality of variances. And that too, if the equal variances are assumed, then only we have to compare this. We have to take this result. Now we have taken this one. Equal variances are not assumed. You know, I told what is variance? Variance is the square of standard deviation. Look at the results. Standard deviation of male is 65.876. For female, it is 36.956. So there is a difference. Both are not equal. If standard deviations are not equal, obviously the variances will also not be equal. That's why we have taken this. If equal variances are assumed, then we can test for equality of variance. In that case, we can take this Levens test. Otherwise, better it should be the t-test only. Okay, madam?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. And we have another question from Dinesh Kumar.
Yes.
Difference between two related and k related.
Yes, I showed you know. In the case of two related samples, we compared the satisfaction of drivers or owners of two periods. The ranking was given for 2 periods, before FASTag and after FASTag. It is given as ordinal data. And in the case of K-related samples, there are 10 digital payment methods. The same group, they have ranked rank 1, rank 2, rank 3, rank 4, like that. Is it not? So in that case, there are more than 2. That is why we call it as K-related samples. That's all. Okay. Dinesh sir.
Yes, sir.
Have you got
That
it?
was very much clear.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So, dear participants, if you have any queries, please put it in a chat box, or you can unmute and ask your query. I don't find any other questions in the chat box here. Yes, so we have a suggestion from Rajini. In future, conduct FTP on SPSS software itself exclusively. Definitely, we have planned for it, and now shortly I'll be in discussing about that as well. So
Thank you.
thanks for the suggestion. Yes. So,
Yes.
dear participants, we are almost at the end of the session. We would like to conclude now. And I must tell this, especially to you, sir. We have to thank you for your patience and excellent sessions. Especially ours as a budding institution, and especially our PG department is very young, 2.5 years young department it is. And for us to organize such a big event is really a challenging task, which would not be possible without your support. So I once again thank you for your great support, sir.
Thank you,
And
ma'am.
I am immensely pleasure. I feel immensely pleasure to have good participants with us. We got the participants from different states, from Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Odisha, Haryana. We feel really grateful for these participants who have joined us from the various states through this online portal, online platform. And participants also joined us during the weekends as well. That is one of the appreciable thing that I want to tell. And this shows the real interest of all the participants. So learn from anyone, anytime, and everything you can. There will always come a time when you will be grateful for what you did. So stating this, as one of the participant was asking, as sir rightly mentioned, 1 hour of time was not at all sufficient to have a hands-on SPSS. We have planned from the PG department of our college to organize a 5 days national level workshop on hands-on SPSS in this month end. So to all the registered participants, we will be sharing the brochure to their registered email IDs, and I request the participants to participate in that program as well and make it a resounding success. So with this, I will be sharing a feedback link in our chat box. I request the participants to kindly fill in the feedback form so that you will be getting a e-certificate within another 10 working days, provided you have attended all the 6 days sessions. So now we will go to the final session, that is the
Ma'am,
formal
I
photo.
think Manju Baria has asked something. Pearson chi-square value or likelihood ratio. We have to take the Pearson chi-square value only, ma'am. Okay, Manju Baria. We have to take, see, likelihood ratio is likely to happen. So that is like a probability. We have to take this one only. So Pearson chi-square value only we have to take. Okay. Then Sati Mokan, can you please share me your mail ID? It is already shared, ma'am. In the PPT, I have given my mail ID. Ma'am, have you shared the PPT? No, we are streaming.
So PPTs and the recorded sessions of all the days will be shared tomorrow to their registered mail ID, sir.
Okay, okay,
So
okay.
participants can find your mail ID in your respective PPTs.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes.
Navya ma'am?
Yes. Well, Malika ma'am, sir,
Yes.
we have our vice principal with us today, and ma'am was present for all 6 days session. I think ma'am want to share her words with you, and I will hand over the session to ma'am, Vice Principal Malika ma'am.
I am very fortunate to have Malika ma'am. Very good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, sir. Oh, very good evening, sir. And
Very
also,
good.
dear participants, very good evening to all of you. Sir, already ma'am has thanked you also, and there is no words for us to thank. We are seeing the participants' feedback as well. So everybody is giving a positive feedback within a short period of time. You have given your valuable time to us, and you have enlightened us. All of us, we are enriched with knowledge. So, on behalf of our management, principal, wholeheartedly, I thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And also in future, we expect the same kind of cooperation from you, sir, to enrich us with still more knowledge. Thank you, sir.
Sure, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All the
Thank you very
sessions
much.
were fruitful and it is very informative, sir. Very clear. Everything was clear. It's good. You have taken all of them in consideration, sir, from the budding students to the research scholars and also the doctorates who were there. Everybody you have taken into case, sir. Even our students were also participated here. Those were
Yes.
very new to research, but your topics were so good that they were very clearly able to understand the things from the beginning. So once again, sir, thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much,
At-
madam.
Thank you, sir. At the same time, I want to thank all the participants who have participated in this program, in this 6 days program throughout the nation. Your participation made us still more motivated to conduct still more such kind of activities which will help all of us. So I thank you for your contribution in the success of this 1 week national level virtual FTP program. Thank you, dear participants. At the same time, Naveshri ma'am, no words even for you to thank. You have conducted such a beautiful program. You have organized it in such a good manner that everybody is able to make use of it. The timings, the cost, as well as the speaker. The main person is a speaker who can enrich us, who can understand us and our level and also go with that. So thank you, ma'am. Once again, on behalf of our management, St. Teresa Educational Institution, as well as our principal, our staff and students, we thank all of you wholeheartedly, and also we expect same kind of cooperation from all of you in our future
Uh,
endeavors as well. Thank you very much.
Hello, ma'am.
Anita ma'am,
Hello.
yes. Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Hello. Good evening to everyone. And I am Dr. Anita Brawl from Department of English, Guru Nanak Khalsa College, Yamunanagar. And I would like to say that this was really a wonderful experience. We learned a lot from this FDP, and we are really thankful to the team. And my congratulations to all of you, ma'am. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, sir. Thank you. It was really informative. Thank
Thank
you
you,
so much.
ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am.
And ma'am, please kindly, because I am there is some technical problem in my mobile. I am unable to get the feedback form. So will you resend it in some WhatsApp group or somewhere?
Sure, ma'am. Sure, we will do that, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your positive feedback. And thank you, Malika, ma'am, for your encouraging words. So our student from final year MCOM is waiting to deliver a formal vote of thanks. So let us listen to her. So I request Ume Ayman from final year MCOM to deliver a formal vote of thanks.
Thank you, ma'am. Today is your opportunity to build the tomorrow you want. Good evening to one and all present here. I, Umme Ayman, pursuing final year MCOM in St. Teresa's Degree College for Women. I deem it a great honor to propose the vote of thanks on this program. Let me first of all start giving glory to Almighty God for making this program a resounding success. First and foremost, I express my gratitude to our resource person, Dr. D. Kumarsan sir, who, despite of his busy schedule, had found time to share his knowledge with us. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
I wholeheartedly thank our well-wisher Dr. Sister Prema for her support. Thank you, ma'am. My heartfelt thank to our Vice Principal, Mrs. Malika ma'am, PG Coordinator Navyashri ma'am, Academic Coordinator Rajesh sir, staff and student coordinator. Last but not the least, my special and sincere thanks to all the participants throughout the state and coordinators. Thank you all. Thank you for participating and showing your active participants towards the program. I would like to say a beautiful quote. Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is courage to continue that counts. Thank you. Thank you, Navya ma'am, for organizing such a wonderful program. We have learned a lot. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir, for sharing your knowledge with us.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Ume Ayman. So with this, exactly it's 7 o'clock and we are winding up the session. So once again, I would like to thank you, sir, for
Thank you, ma'am. Very
Great
punctual.
support from your end.
All the 6 days we have, maybe one or few minutes we would have extended, but we
Yes.
started very punctually all the days. And today we have completed the entire FDP punctually. Thank God and thank you all.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. So, dear participants, thank you one and all. So the further e-certificates will be shared to your registered email ID, as I said you before. So make sure you fill in the feedback form within today. Okay, the feedback link will also be shared through your WhatsApp group so that you can make use of that and fill a feedback form. Please submit it within today. So within another 10 working days, you will be getting your e-certificates to your registered mail ID. So thank you one and all. We shall wind up the session for today. It's not a climax. Let's take it as an intermission and we will all
Yes.
join back for the next workshop. Thank you, dear participants. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you one and all.
Have you taken any screenshots, ma'am?
Yes, sir, we have taken it.
Please share with me.
Definitely, sir.
Thank you,
so
ma'am.
much.
Thank you once
sir.
again, all of you. Bye-bye. Good night. Wish you all good luck.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Malika, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.